stand.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll stand here.
You don't come in here.
Yeah.
You might have to a bit of the corners. But
Yeah.
if you give them one, I think
Yeah. Thank you.
you're going to anticipate it.
Yeah.
I think the only two things were that and the rain.
Yeah.
I thought the rain jacket we could plug over this.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I've got one for my camera. Oh, yeah.
Thought for me.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, so that's the main one.
Okay.
Because it's, yeah.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
So, Alex, we can leave that on. And then if they turn that one on.
Number 6, Senor Captain Tyler James. Number 8, Nicholas Dibb. Number 10, Leo Martis. Number 15, Justin Spiteri. Number 16, Daniel Cutler. Number 17, Aiden Mustaganadic. Number 18, Luke Loss. Number 23, Ross Vasiliadis. And finally, number 25, Maker.
the hosts, Caroline Springs, George Cross, and a visiting Dandy Thunder, coming to you live from City Vista Sports Field at Decker Park. My name is Alex Sifrowski, and joining me in the commentary box is Katie Lambeski. Welcome, Katie.
Evening, Alex. Evening, everyone. Intriguing contest that we have right in front of us here and now. Georgie's riding the high of last week's massive win away at Green Gully, the Maltese Derby. What an occasion that was. As massive as it was for the fans, from what we've heard, it's kept very level-headed throughout this week. The players are back to work. Looking forward to see how they back up after this week. It's a tricky one against a Dandenong Thunder, are a tricky opponent. I think no matter what ledger they are at what level of form that they're at, this will just be a fascinating one.
Yes, there was a spirited performance last week from George Cross. They're looking to make it back-to-back wins and continue their win streak. For Dandy Thunder, a bit unlucky last week. They did concede a late goal in the end by reigning champions Heidelberg, so they'll be looking to bounce back tonight. So one change in for George Cross. Coming in is Justin Spiteri, and coming out is Jordan Tucker with that red card. And for Dandy Thunder, coming in is San Jallo and Harry Phillips. Coming out is Wade Decker and Ali Suleimani. With the lineup for George Cross, Michael Zoutsidas, number 6 Tyler James, number 8 Nicholas Dibb, number 10 Leo Marzis, number 15 Justin Spiteri, number 16 Daniel Cutler, number 18 Aiden Muster Deganic, number 18 Luke Loss, 23 Ross Vasiliadis, 25 Maker, and number 40 in goals is Christian Siciliano. And for Dandy Thunder, we have number 1 Andrew Withers in goals, number 2 Chavena Obani, number 3 Daniel Alessi, 5 is Merson Mehmeti, 8 George Mells, 12 Jay Romanovsky, 14 Hassan Jallo, 16 Harry Phillips, 21 Kalen Maikadunmi, number 22 is Woo Yok Lee, and number 23 Lad Maniek. So strong lineup from both sides here, Katie.
Indeed it is. Although I have to say the loss of Decker and Suleimani is one I think the one that Dandy are going to feel the most here and now tonight. Decker, a quality goal scorer at this level, so I think they'll miss that firepower up front, which is why I do have Georgie's edging Dandy in this one about 2-1. Happy to be proven wrong nevertheless, but I don't know, just given the form, given the confidence that Georgies have right now, they're a hard team to tip against at this moment in time.
Well, given today's performances and results, it's going to be up in the air. Everyone's tips, I think, have been blown out of water. I'll give you a lineup there. St Albans last night losing 3-1 to Oakley. Dandy City taking their revenge in the grand final rematch against Heidelberg 2-1. Hume City pulling off a 1-0 win there. But the result of the round so far, we've still got a couple of games to go. Avondale, 5-0 winners against Green Gully. They couldn't buy a goal in opening 2 rounds. They scored 5 today and just compile on the misery on Green Gully for another week.
And it definitely increases the pressure on the club there as well. That's a shocking loss to sustain early on. You can understand early season form being a bit up and down. There has been a rivalry burgeoning over the last few years between Gully and Avondale. Avondale taking the spoils once again in some pretty strong fashion. Bruno Fornaroli, of course, scoring his first NPL Victoria goal. George Ott scoring an absolute beautiful worm burner to start the scoring route as it seemed. But yeah, good luck being a tipster. Good luck making your predictions here and now. You've got to be brave, I think, in this business to do it. And I'll be proving on here against Fighters. Maniac tries to get away down the right side. When he goes far as Vasiliadis and Georges with the throw-in.
For home fans in full voice here at City Vista. Like I said, it's wherever you're watching around the world. I know there'll be a lot of George Cross fans watching from Malta. We welcome you all, and any Dandy Thunder fans watching around the world. Thank you for tuning in. But it's been, like I said, an interesting round of football. We've still got 3 games left to go. And this one underway. We've got Altona Magic versus South Melbourne kicking off very shortly in about 15 or so minutes as the header there from Dibb. Lofts flicks it on. Cutler played a pivotal role last week. Ran his absolute heart out the entire game, playing the lone striker role, and a chance now for Jay Romanovsky. Going forward is Maniac, pushes it out wide, and George is caught out here as a shot comes through, and that's going to end up at the corner flag. So not the shot there from Abani. just slicing it very wide.
Bit of a warning though for Georges, I must admit, that how easy it was to get forward. Maniac really, the outlier there, really providing the outlet for a Barney on the overlap there. Quite an easy transition though. Georges want to keep that space in between the lines, but it's a beautiful ball across to free up that move.
So Georgie's yet to concede a goal in the opening 2 games. We'll be cautious. Very awkward weather today. We had hot, humid earlier on and a bit of a rain spell. Now it's cooled down. Perfect weather for football, but it will be slippery out there as strong header from Maya Kadumi as Maker and Mel's lovely ball out wide, but Spiteri coming in for his first start. It goes wide. Leo Marzies is onside. Cuts back into the middle of the park, plays it down the line. Cutler just unable to get there. But good pressure there from Daniel Cutler ensured that wasn't an easy possession out there as Romanovsky looks to go down the line. Almost a foul throw there. James cuts it off. Romanovsky gets a second bite of that cherry. Vasiliadis. Maniac looks to play it out wide. Ample space there. Getting caught out. Spiteri once again as Barney squares it. Phillips. Shot comes in and that one almost ends up in the car park. So early pressure from Thunder is really targeting that right-hand side on Spiteri, so he needs to ensure that he doesn't get caught out. As again, good work from Abani to Lee. It's all Danny Thunder at the moment as Romanovsky finds a bit of space. Camera side in front of us here. Mel's, the experienced campaigner. And a heavy touch that time from the forward of Maniac. So, Katie, it's all been Danny Thunder so far.
It has. They've started the brighter of the two, it must be said. The game has been played on their terms and the game's being played itself. Down that left flank, the Georgie's club room end. George Mouse, I think, is going to be key tonight. An experienced playmaker midfielder, still with the quality at this level. And that's a turnover for Romanovsky. Now Georgie's had the chance to get work up and down the flank. It's a good sign. Ross Vasiliadis there, forced to clear. Had Maniac bearing down on him.
Bit of a height difference to Maniac, but plenty of fight in Ross Vasiliadis. So it's all been Dandy Thunder in the opening minutes here at City Vista. So haven't been really able to test Siciliano at the moment. Romanovsky again, he cuts in, he beats his marker in Mars, he goes wide to Maniac. Another cross into the box, coming on the end of it was Phillips. He just needed to get a toe on that one, and that was a big warning sign there, Katie. Thunder mean business in opening minutes here.
Very positive sign of intent, very positive movement here. A lot of space, though, for Dandy to work into. That was a gorgeous ball in. Phillips knocking at the door there. Just needed to take a moment or two maybe to steady on. But this is very positive from the visitors so far. Play forward is the call from defences, trying to still set themselves up deep in Georgie's defensive half. Captain Tyler James doing well to deny Mouse. I think that's a key battle as well. Very similar kind of shapes by both teams. 4-4-2 formations pretty much.
Good work from Maniac. Looks to play it out wide. So plenty of space for Thunder as Mehmeti going wide to Abani. Good work. And eventually the free kick will be given. No advantage played. So opening minutes here at City Vista is all one way, and it's in favour of the visitors. Eric Vasiliades calm on the sidelines here. It's a poor turnover again. Straight to the opposition. Maniac looking for the through ball now. Dib out wide. Marzis, they've got to go forward now here. Marzis looks up in front. Cuts into the middle. Squares it. Dib. Oh, he's just put it behind Cutler there. Dib, but good work from Cutler. Wins it back. Musa Gantich fancies himself. Oh! Just wide there from Musa Gantich. And it might have been a corner as well, so good result in the end, but a solid effort there, Katie.
Forcing Andrew Withers to get a fingertip away. Aiden Mustadanagic got into a bit of space there. They wanted to be mindful of that, using the turnover to their advantage, who kept bending back. Corner to come.
Goes deep, Withers squats it away. Ball comes in, takes a deflection, and it will be a goal kick. So Georgie finally getting a chance on goal here. It's taken almost 10 minutes.
Their first real forward movement as well. They can to get more confident and get further up the field. They've got to be mindful on the counter-attack. Luke Lofts in particular and Aiden Mustadanagic are key to that. Bit of a battle, bit of a scrap here in front of us.
Foul could have been called either way there, but the referee had the better view as Thunder now again hovering on that left-hand side of theirs as Mehmeti going over the top. And Siciliano will easily grab that one. So no real options in front of him. Has to be careful though, can't afford to turn it over. He's gone wide, but Mehmeti sends it back to where it came from. Phillips going wide against Abani. Good tackle in the end from Spiteri. So early pressure on the home side with Georgies. They've had plenty of possession. If the cross comes in, and offside flag is raised.
They're not deterred here by that. Georgies. You got the feeling that they are able to absorb defensively. They're able to absorb for long periods of time. Maker particularly key to that, anchoring that centre back to performance, anchoring that centre back for his side. In the transition, you got to be mindful of that as well. Dandy will be mindful of being caught out on that as well. So they can't get caught too far up the pitch. It might just leave that space in behind for Georgies to work into and run into. Get the feeling that Luke Lofts will be absolute manna from heaven for him to that.
Got to keep the ball up this end, and that's probably cut off by Dib, and he's sprayed that one well wide. So neither side having their shooting boots on at the moment. Probably thankful if you're a supporter of either side. Thunder straight up the line, cut off by Vasiliades. Marzis sends it where it came back from. Good work by Dib. It's a hot ball at the moment. Romanovsky again. Zoutsidas. Lost trying to thread the needle there, but cut off by Alessi. Zoutsidas again, and poor possession football between both these sides. They're just giving it away a bit too cheaply at the moment, and something that both coaches will have a chat to their charges at half-time as Vasiliades flicked on by Lofts. Marzis earns himself a free kick there. Marzis by just being in front possession. So good work there by Leo Marzis, Katie.
That he was. Provides quality nuisance value, doesn't he, Leo Marzi, in between the lines, and doesn't give his defenders much peace, it must be said. So he's going to allow Lofts at a pretty good angle, to be honest. It's a free kick in a dangerous area.
Withers only has one in the wall, has his left side open as they go for the back post. It's all red and black numbers as Mel's clears. He can go wide, it's a hard chase by. Surely that's an offside call there. Referee says no. Mel's lays it off. Straight at Siciliano there. I'm not sure how that wasn't offside. It came off a Dandy Thunder player and fell right to him. So maybe a reprieve there from the referee. But
miles off there. Just taking a look back to on our little replay screen up here. Nevertheless, that would have been a point of contention had that gone in. Pretty poor attempt on goal, it has to be said. Hit it straight at Siciliano in goal.
And again, leading their attack, and it's going to be a throw right in front of the halfway line on the far side. So Dandy Thunder would be happy with the opening minutes here at City Vista Pavilion. They can't find the back of the net at the moment, which is probably something the George Cross fans will be happy about. But how long can they contain it for is another question. As happy to recycle the ball here, Mehmeti. Plenty of space on the right-hand side. Romanowski finding ample space here as Marzis has to backpedal. Maniac plays it down the line. Zoutsidis cuts that one off.
Yeah, he does. Was called upon. He's very consistent when called upon, isn't he, Zoutsidis? The former Green Gully Junior. Of course, last week, result last week would have meant a lot to him.
Good play here. Romanowski just took a heavy touch, and that'll be a goal kick for Georges. Okay, opening 15 minutes here. How would you sum it up for the viewers at home?
The game is just screaming for someone to take control of it, for someone to take it by the scruff of the neck, whether that be George Mouse to the centre of the park or Leo Marzi on the break for Georgies. Whether these sides have the feeling chances are going to start to come. It's just who has the focus and who has the quality to take them. Hassan Yalla is a big option off the bench for Dandy. Yagub Mustafa is off the bench for Georgie. So don't get me wrong, there's options for both coaches, for both sides coming into this. But it's close. It's close right now. Dandy doing the better of the two, playing it more on their terms to start this game. But Georgies are very resilient. Georgies are very tough to break down. As you see there, Maker with a great one-on-one challenge, winning his battle against Rabani there.
He's just putting it in the hot spot as they break wide. Romanowski's been busy early now. Got a bit of space in front of him. Cuts back on his left, and good work there from Marzis. Just cut it off at the last second, and it'll be a corner for Dandy Thunder. They're really hurting him on the wings here, Cody. You can see they're either taking the left-hand side or the right-hand side. And George Cross at the moment just being forced to backpedal a little bit, with Leo Marzis having to play a makeshift left-back at the moment. So some tactical nous from both coaches at the moment, and George Mel's coming across to whip a ball in. Comes into the hot spot. Oh, it's missed everybody there. It wasn't Mels, it was Mehmeti who took the corner. Mels was on the end of it. And clearance by Georgie says Mehmeti now. It's almost like Leo Marzis and Mr. Deganich are playing almost makeshift wing backs at the moment. They is going for the shot. Comes in. Oh, what a finish from Lat Maniac. It was an absolute rocket off the foot. And it's the visitors who get the opening goal here. That was some finish there. He started it all. Just got enough space. And what a hit that was.
Unreal, unbelievable moment in this game. He's been threatening to do that, threatening to get clear. Maniac looking to use his size advantage, use his height advantage, and he does that. Holds up his marker, beats one, beats two, and then rocket fires with the shot. Takes the chance to take it on and hits the back of the net. That's a gorgeous strike to get us underway. You have to say that has been coming. Dandy have been knocking and knocking at the Georgie's door. And they're able to breach Siciliano's net and breach the Georgie's net for the first time in season 2026.
Almost 200 minutes of football. They finally concede a goal. There's nothing that Siciliano could have done there. It was an absolute sweet hit there from Maniac. And they'll be disappointed, George Cross, with that. They've really been outplayed here in opening 20 minutes. And you just knew, like you said, Kay, he was going to come. Unfortunately, the shotters have got to turn their attention once again. As it will be a throw for Dandy Thunder right in front of us as Romanovsky. Plenty of time left to go. 70 minutes of football, but as James sends it long, Cutler's got two to beat, and Withers clears. Maker, and offside flag is raised. Top and wasteful there as Withers gets it under control. To go on the left-hand side. Mells. High ball, Cutler heads it down, lofts, flicks it on, but Romanovsky. Good work there for Lofts.
Trying to find a response here at George's. The onus is on now upon them to push the pace. How they're going to be at doing that, I'm not certain. They're a team who is resilient and a team who finds a way when they are not expected to push the pace against the more fancy opposition, if you will. This is an early challenge in their season. Interesting to see how they can take that on.
Alessi can play it out wide to Mehmeti. There's no cohesion in the front third here by George Cross, something that Ciliades will definitely mention at the halftime break as Phillips. Just seem to have plenty of space on the ball. Mel's down the line to Romanovsky now. Ciliades tracking back, but Mel's whips in a low ball. Head of the way by Marcy's. Shot comes in, blocked, so they're fancying themselves from outside the box here as Alessi to bring it back into play. Withers feels a little bit lonely at the back, hasn't had a lot to do so far. Testing times for George Cross. Maniac tries to put a through ball to Abani, but Ciliano will cut that one off.
Still operating as that second striker is Maniac. Romanovsky providing all that grunt work down the right side.
Side.
Daniel Cutler, more of a traditional target man kind of type, centre forward type. He just needs that cohesion alongside Lofts, Mr. Danicic, and Leo Marzi. They look disjointed up top. As you see that again. Not enough numbers forward. Just need a bit more control over this one, do the Georgies.
Zabani. Lee. Looking to recycle the ball. Good touch from Maniac. Maker. Just the decision making at times. George is really putting the ball into the hot spot. As we've seen, Sebaganic making a run on the left hand side here in front of us, but was totally avoided. Withers.
Much better from George. He's just forcing Dandy back here.
Got to be careful there. He was deep in his own defensive spot on the line there as they eventually get it out. And Phillips has Mel's in the centre of the park. Mel scanning. And wide, plenty of numbers forward here. Hard run as he finds Romanovsky. Mel's. Oh, lovely little flick on, but not on the same page. And wasting the ball here, George Cross. Just need to be a little bit more patience going forward. Nels looks to think one over the top. It's a lovely ball. As you'd see, he gets there first. And that'll be a corner for Dandy Thunder.
Excellent reading of the play there by Magic Adunni for Dandy, racing up calmly, getting forward from centre back and just helping drive Dandy back up the pitch. Just putting paid to that little momentum, to that forward press that Georges was starting to apply. He breaks the press and just allows Dandy to generate a corner with that move.
It's Mehmeti now over the ball from the corner. Comes in, puts it into the back post. Ooh, not out of trouble yet, Georgies. They get out of trouble now. Mars is on his own, needs a bit of assistance. Just needs to hold it up and is giving it away. In the story so far of the game, George Cross a bit wasteful with their possession.
Just not used to pushing the pace, are they? They were playing against sides who, particularly last week against Gully, that was a matchup that favoured them. Gully very much a possession-based team. Geordie's able to pick their moments, and they did so to perfection last week. Now trailing on the scoreboard. The onus is now on them to get on the front foot here.
Romanovsky goes short to Maniac. Cutler cops a Falcon to the face, but it's all clear. Alessi out wide. Mehmeti. Really able to spread the field here, Dandy Thunder. Little dink over the top, good run from Abani using his pace. And offside flag is raised. So just probably the only positive at the moment for George Cross is the back four are in sync as Thunder being caught offside for a third time, but they have conceded a goal. Played almost 27 minutes here, so 20 odd minutes to go here.
And to be fair, it was quite the strike to breach that defence as well. A transition move, but Maniac had a lot to do with that strike. Chancy now for Georges in the offing potentially.
Lofts needs a bit of help. Tried to pick a player, but missed two. Got to be careful here. Siciliano's got to be first there. Spiteri flicks it on, but it's all red and black shirts at the moment. Abani, he's been good in the first half. Gets tackled for a free kick.
looking pretty calm at the back, no doubt. Dandy. Daniel Alessi.
Almost playing with a back six, George Cross, the way having a look.
There is a gap in midfield as well that Geordies might look to exploit here. I feel like their midfield is just leaving a bit of space in there, and that Dandenong is able to get these transitional moves together.
And the thing is, though, they're not going through the middle, they're going through the wings, so it's interesting. Good observation there, Katie. But yeah, really struggling at the moment, George Cross. They've pretty much got their attacking players in Marzi and Mr. Vaganic playing as backs at the moment, as Spiteri took a tumble. As you'd see, this just pops it up in the air. As Cutler took a slip, and they go back to Withers, so plenty of space for Thunder at the moment. Changed by Cutler, Romanovsky. Mel's. Lovely football here, Mel's now. Can he find that killer pass? Jallo. They clear, but it's only a reprieve here for George Cross. And the ball over the top, and Senol gets there first. Finally, a bit of space for Georges. Well, it's a lovely ball. Lost thought about it, but blocked from the Meti. Spiteri has Marzi's to his right. Marzi's now needs to get it cross into the box here. They need a chance. Cross comes in. Get it away. They've just got to keep the ball here for a couple of minutes. Just ease the pressure off. Put the pressure back on Dandy Thunder.
Yep, undoubtedly. I mean, in that space, Justin Spiteri, a quality threat, I think, for Georges in those areas. So you want him as sound as he is defensively and going back as a fullback. Ultimately, he still has that quality going forward. Another probably outlet, and that will help release Marzi and Musudanovic going forward too.
Deep throw. End of the way. Thunder will come away with it again. Good work there from Vasiliadis, and James probably just could have composed himself there. No one really near him.
Just that midfield control that's been missing from the Georgies.
Romanovsky looking to bring it back into play. To go long. Vasiliadis clears. Lee. Good work by Mars. He's just got a foot to it. Loss out wide. Spiteri now with a chance here for Georges. Can he get a pass? Can he find somebody? Thinks one in the middle. No one there. Just needed someone there. It was an open space. Good cross into the box, but forward coming in. And again, Thunder now turn their attention to attack. Romanovsky. Good tackle there from Zoutsidis.
Adam Piddick on the touchline there. Just calling on his side to be a bit more aggressive in attacking those spaces, especially when their centre backs, as you saw, start to get up the field, using those runs of Magic Ladunmi.
Make it clears. Zoutsidis putting his body in the line as the loss. Just a bit too much there for Cutler.
Just me, or could he have taken a further one or two strides there to keep that in? Dan Cutler. I think he was in a bit of two minds there when that happens.
Did. Over the top. Chance for Cutler. Front positioning. He gets back again. Getting absolutely manhandled. Referee yet to blow his whistle. Still going, Cutler. Good work. He managed to survive that. Did. Just wasteful there. Just needs to have two players there. Just needed to calm down a little bit. Probably unlucky Georges didn't get a fair call there. And Army has gone down.
We must give a moment or a shout out there for Cutler's work on and off the ball there. Just typical hard centre forward graft there from him. He did that really well. Just needed his teammate to deliver on the back end. He couldn't quite find that to Mr. Danajic. Players take a moment here for a quick drinks break and quick stretch break. Warm conditions here in Melbourne this evening. Quite humid. Not much of a breeze to speak of at the moment.
Well, 10 minutes ago before half-time here. No substitution is yet for Maya Kudunmi. Interesting to see whether they make that sub now or can he continue just holding the hamstring there. The fourth official comes across to see whether a change will be made. Good sportsmanship there from George Cross. So still uncertain. He's got the clear to come back on the field. So play resumes. Under 10 minutes ago here. Home side really been tested so far today. You got to give credit to Thunder. They've really been from the get-go, been up for this game. They know last week they were a bit unlucky not to get a result. A long ball over the top. Zoutsidis all awkwardly headed as a back. Jello chasing hard. Good work there by Zoutsidis. Kept in by Loss. Romanovsky to the beat. Good work, Loss. Great work by Loss. Tug of the shirt there. And eventually it'll be a free kick. I think that change might occur with Maya Kudunmi. He's gone down for a second time. Probably the only blight on their game so far, Katie.
Yeah, this is a bit of a blow, you'd have to say. Quite assured at the back, as it's proven to be, and quite smart in taking the ball forward and carrying the ball forward for Dandies and just forcing Georgie's back like they've done so well. Then Ismaili taking the spot at centre back, a like-for-like change. It's got to be a blow for the Thunder though.
Spiteri. Maybe sends it back to where it came from. Maker cushions ahead of it, just not on the same page. Got to do something different, Georgies. They looked at the long ball. It's not worked so far. It's falling in the hands of Thunder. They know as soon as it goes in the air, just have to clear it. Have to find some other way of breaking down the lines. And like you mentioned before, Katie, the middle of the park, we haven't really seen much of James. He's been tracking Nels. As Ishmaeli now first, good work by Stiganic, but he wins it back. Good press there as they go back to Withers. Meti looks upfield. By Marzies, Mells and Cutler. Good work by Cutler. Just need a little bit of assistance there. And a lovely ball down the line as Zoutsidis gets there first.
Brilliant backup work there by Lee to help out Knowles in the centre of the park. Knowles outmatching in a parking frenzy there with Daniel Cutler. Did well, he held his own, but then he had a teammate in support to end that move. Dandy working strong on and off the ball.
retain possession here. No pressure from the Georgie forwards, so don't need to do anything silly here by Thunder as Alessi. Schmali goes down the line. Giuliano gets it under control. Goes to the right-hand side. It's a good ball to Marzis. James. 2 to beat now. Good work. Marzis now. They go wide. It's a good ball. Looks at the Ganich now. Can he find someone? Cutler's coming in the middle. Cross comes in. It's all red and black shirts. Marzis. And it's going to be a corner, so they get a result. There's got a player down. Can't quite see who it is. Call for the medic.
I think that is George Knowles in a spot of bother there. Excuse me, that is Mercy Mehmeti at the back.
And corner here for Georgies. This is where they need to really make sure they make their set pieces count. Cross comes in, it's deep. Zoutsidis heads it back. It's over the bar. In the other game, Altona Magic leading 1-0 against South Melbourne there, so Magic and the early goal there. Thunder still holding on to that 1-0 lead here, but really have been dictating the play from the start as Schmali. Back to Alessi. Lee. Just noticing the defence of Georgie's. They've got Michael Zoutsidis is on his own at times as like a spare defender. I'm just curious as maybe Eric Vasiliadis is a bit cautious of Maniac and Jallo. They've got quite bit tall and got a bit of pace on him. That just doesn't want that ball over the top to catch him out, maybe.
It looks like Mika Mako's marking Hassan Yallo for most of this evening. I think it's very much premeditated. It almost becomes a back five at the time.
Yeah.
From time as well, Nicky did just forming a back three almost. But it's just allowing Dandy to clear out from the back. They want to execute a lot better than that, but at the same time, it's just not putting the Dandy defence under a lot of pressure. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, a couple of minutes to go before half time. They really need to get something. At least test Withers a little bit. I don't think they'll force a save out of him. Vasiliadis looking for the back. Cutler. Maker out wide. Marzis looks for a chance, and they've got one back. And it's Spiteri who gets the first goal. It came out of nothing, and in the end, it doesn't really matter. They just want it in the back of the net.
That's a goal to George Cross, number 15.
Justin Spiteri.
Justin Spiteri.
Scored here at City Vista, and we've got a game on our hands.
Well, what a time to land the blow. They've been out of the game from the set-go. And just before half-time, it's still not over yet. That's really got to hurt. Adam Pittick frustrated with his charges. They're looking good to go into the halftime break for a goal lead. And George Cross had other plans. Has still got plenty of time as Barney. Oh, lovely work now. Got to come out. Siciliano just got there in time. He spread himself wide. And that's a big sigh of relief for the Georgies. That'll give them the confidence to go into the halftime break. They know they've been outplayed.
Dainty, the better team on the balance of things throughout this first half. Stoppage time to come.
Yeah, Mars is given a card there. Referee really needs to, if they call the player over so we can actually see. But it's a free kick now. Now, Georgia's got to turn their attention to defence now. They've got to be careful. Thunder sent everyone forward other than Withers. So this is a big moment in the game. They need to be cautious here. They can't afford to concede a goal here. They've got themselves back in the game. Cross comes in. It's deep. Straight to Siciliano. He punches it away. They're not out of trouble yet. Romanovsky sends it back. Punches it away again. Marzis. Loss. He's got 3 to beat. Just got to keep going. Loss now. Holds it up. A little dink over the top to Cutler. Cutler's got the Ganic behind him. Shot comes in. It's deflected. Cutler going back to Vasiliadis now. Another good ball into the box. It's deep. Barney clears it as far as Marzis. He sends it back. It's a high ball. Cleared by Thunder. Haven't seen the fourth official to put up the clock. It'll be 2 minutes at a time. Chance now out wide. Listen to Ganic now. This is what he likes. 1-on-1. Shot comes in, but offside. Flag is raised. Just needed a couple of centimetres behind. Good save by Withers, nevertheless.
The experienced campaigner that is Andrew Withers did well there as the shot stopper. Maybe needed a bit more time on his side there just to bury that shot across. Dandy's still pretty resolute defensively. Basically forced to reassess here after conceding that. Undoubtedly the loss of their centre back earlier on in this half. Mayako Dunmi.
Withers. It'll be Dandy boys. Zoutidis putting a head onto it. Mel's off at the short. Romanovsky ignored. Goes over the top. Zoutidis. To Ganic. Lee. Romanovsky. Lucky not to get a handball there. Romanovsky. Cleared by Vasiliadis. Another 30 seconds left to go here. Georgians just need to clear the ball. And yet to bring it back in for Thunder. Looking to go long. Cleared. Flicked on by Loss. Not offside as takes a deflection. Will be another corner. Yeah, lucky not to get a call for handball there, Katie.
Close call. A skewed shot falling to yellow at that top of the box there. Might have been an offside position, or that might have been the call, but nevertheless, play continues here. Can Dandenong make it a late charge here?
Meti whips it in, looking for the back post. And that'll be it. Half time here at City Vista Decker Park. It is the home side 1, Dandy Thunder won. So they got one back just before half time. Took us through the first 45, Katie.
Absolutely. Dandy Thunder, the better of the two sides. I feel like on the balance of things of the first 45, that Maniac with an absolutely brilliant strike to get Dandy up and about. They were knocking and they were knocking. There was Maniac's shot that opened up the play for them. A brilliant goal to open up his account this season. And Breach George.
For our halftime raffle. But just before we do, your next Malta adventure awaits. In the heart of the Mediterranean, there sits Malta. Blends stunning beaches, crystal clear waters, and a rich culture. Explore hidden coves and indulge in fresh seafood and local favourites. More than a destination, Maltese is an experience. Check out Visit Malta now to book your Maltese getaway. All right, now we're going to grab young Marcus here. Marcus, can we grab you for a minute? I'm going to ask you to draw out a lucky number here. Let's see who is one of our winners for our two prizes here for our halftime raffle.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
You can test with my headphones if you want. Okay.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. One two one two. 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
back, ladies and gentlemen, to this round 3 Senol NPL Victoria match. Alex Sivkorowski and Katie Lambeski with you. Katie, doesn't look like there's any changes at the halftime break. Georgies were outplayed in the first 45, but luckily for them, they did get a goal just before halftime through Justice Spiteri after going down 1-0. What would you think the halftime chats will be from Eric Vasiliadis and also Adam Pittick?
Funnily enough, I don't think much would have changed for Eric Vasiliadis' message for his side to be, even after that late goal, to be fair. I think he would have backed in his side to be a bit more, to continue on their resilient kind of streak, and defensively they're still really strong at the moment, but he'd probably want to look to some changes as well. I reckon that would have been in the back of his mind in his team talk. For Dandy, Adam Pittick, from his point of view, I don't think much would have changed either, to be fair. He knows his side, if they can get it back on their terms like they did for the majority of that half, he could be fairly confident that they'll be able to find the back of the net again.
Spiteri looks to go over the top as Marzis and Mabani. That'll be a goal kick. So I think that midfield battle, I think we see George Mells and Nicholas Dibb both know each other very well. Played together in Port Melbourne, so they know each other's games, so they'll know how each other thinks and where they like to play the ball. So keep an eye out on that. It looks like Eric Vasiliadis is stuck with the back four. Musa Deganic and Leo Marzis now will play that traditional left and right wing roles, but time will tell whether they convert back to that defensive side role as Maker, just slicing that off his head as Marzis. Got to be careful there. Marzis just hurt himself in the process as Spiteri switches it to the left-hand side, and Musa Deganic has Dibb in the middle. Good tackle there for Romanovski to slow the play down. Cross comes in. Withers calms it easily. Arnie's been good in the first 45 there, Katie. I think he really caused a lot of havoc for George Cross.
That he has. But I've got to say, how good was that move from Justin Spiteri there from that moment? Not blazing away, taking the time to just beat his opponent, easily just sliding across and launching that move forward for the Georgies. The goal scorer for Georgies late in that second half. He's key toward this side in the way that they attack, I think, as well, just as much as defensively too.
Yeah, you're right. I think in the first half they were giving the ball away quite a lot there as Maniak plays it down the line. Zoutsidis recovers. Just got to be a little bit quicker in transition, I feel. That's something that's lacking for Maker.
A bit more pace on the ball, a bit more energy going forward, that's for sure.
Headed away by Ishmaeli. James. Just see the centre of the field here. We don't have anyone there, so it's kind of hard. Chiliano just slipped and got to get back into goals here. Zoutsidis. Marzis. Zoutsidis finds himself as Marzis kept running on now. Gets it on the edge of the box. Cross comes in, looking for deep. Musa Deganic just half a step behind. We just needed to take a little bit of pace off the ball there, Katie.
They did, but I feel like that's an excellent move there from Georgies all the same. Just that finishing touch missing. Couldn't quite find that ball, couldn't quite find Musa Deganic on the far left post. Marcy on the overlap, causing some havoc. Michael Titini is not afraid to get forward there. I like that smart reading of the play. Georgies have struggled through the midfield, so they're adding another player forward to try and bring the ball forward and try to force Dandy back, like Thunder were able to do with a lot of success in that first half. Titini might be the answer to that. Long throw incoming. Looks like another set piece on the way.
Headed back by Romanovski, kept in. And it's going to be a corner here for George Cross. Third corner of the game. They've seen it quite a bit. Set pieces for most sides so far this season hasn't been there as yet. We've seen a lot of teams struggling with their set pieces, so still early days, a good time to get it out, but the added weapon that they can have is the cross to come in now. Going deep again. Lots of bodies, and it's going to be a goal kick, so once again, not a result for George Cross there. A lot better start to the half, though. They're on the front foot early here, George Cross, which in the first half they're on the back foot from the get-go, so good decision-making from Eric Vasiliadis. Not afraid to step forward.
A bit more aggressive, a bit more front foot, more here and now. Going very direct toward Cutler there. I wonder if particular options on the bench still exist in the form of Josh Whiteley as well. I reckon we might see him pretty shortly, to be fair. Pretty prolific striker in his own right. Would like to see him maybe pair up with Cutler up top.
We've also got Jonathan Alvarez and Yakub Mustafa, so plenty of attack as Spiteri looks upfield. Mars has let it go, thinking Cutler will be on the end of it, but no communication there. Lee. Make-up. That's a free kick. Did. Finds Spiteri. The player's just taking a slip, so might get a little bit greasy out there. Vasiliadis. Nice little 1-2. Vasiliadis out wide again. Looks like the Ganic did well to keep it. It's going to be called out. It'll be a throw. So just got to keep Dandy Thunder in their defensive half for a little bit. Keep the pressure on them. Let them try to absorb as much as George Cross did in opening 45. Spiteri, space in the middle of the park. I can sense the home fans just a little bit frustrated, Katie, because not really going forward as much as they should as Vasiliadis. It's a great ball. Cutler flicks it on. Shouts of handball, but Abani had it clear and clears to the line. It's a lot better from George Cross, Katie.
Much better. Starting this second half far better than they did the first, that is certain. Getting a lot of, finding a bit more space between the lines, finding a bit more space in the transition, a bit more pace going forward. You're getting Mustadanagic far more involved in this half as well.
Looking to go the long throw, gets it into the box. Jallo just running that one out, and it's another chance here for George Cross. So opening 7 minutes here at City Vista Decker Park has been all Georgie so far, but haven't really punished them to put in the back of the net. Crowded 6-yard box here. Flicked on, Zoutsidis out. Shot comes in. Withers. I'm not sure if he's seen it, but punches it away. Not a chance. Maker out wide. Cutler thinks one over, looking for the back post. It's all Georgie so far. Another ball into the box. Get it away. Marzis gets it under control. Marzis now. Marzis! Oh, is it going over the line? It's a goal! And Leo Marzis opens up the scoring in the second half. From Moss, he just created enough space and Marzis puts it away and the referee made a decision. No VAR here, Katie.
As that is his find that touch and that chance.
Football
He
fans,
does
that's a
so.
goal. Number 10,
Yeah, that's a
Leo
brilliant strike by Leo
Mazes.
Mazzi. Lovely bit of footwork as well, lovely bit of play there from Lofts not to place away and not be selfish, just allows that little bit of extra space. And that space proves oh so crucial to allowing Marcy to get that strike away. What a strike. Absolute game changer that is. The Donta Georges fans love it as well.
The last time these two teams did meet, Katie, we have to wind back the clock. It was 2017 at Chaplin Reserve, and it was a 1-0 win thanks to a goal from Union in the 65th minute, and that was in NPL 2. So they've played each other prior to today 15 times. Georges have 6 wins. Thunder has 6 as well. And they've got 3 draws, so whoever wins today will take the head-to-head count. And what an important moment in the game for that goal.
I know it's an old adage, an old cliche, but goals change games. And that's definitely going to make Dandy think twice as well. George is beginning to exploit these transitions brilliantly. They'll park out in Dandy's half as well for the majority of this opening 10 of the second half. Marzi knocking at the door and then he makes it work. And as you say, no VAR, but the players celebrating very quickly. Al Lyson with the best vantage point of it too.
Back pass there, as you'd see it is, recovers. It looks like it'll be a double substitution for Thunder. Muslim Deganic. Another cross into the box, headed away that time from Alessi. James Lee. Maker. Finds Maniac. And it's going to be a foul there. And that will allow a triple substitution here. So number 7 coming on is Jackson Courtney Perkins. Also number 18, Dante Avian. And number 10, Joseph Nwema. Coming off is number 14, Hassan Jallo. Number 16, Harry Phillips. And can't see who the player on the far side is, but looks like Romanovsky might be the player. Hasn't turned around as yet, so triple substitution there for Adam Piddick. Maker. Dib. Oh, Spiteri there, just got his legs crossed out.
And that's 4 changes now when you count the first half substitution of defender Kaylin Majikadumi. Not afraid to ring the changes. He's not afraid to. We'll never ever die wondering, will Adam Piddick, I like the change. Something has to spark into life for Dandy now. They have to find a response, and maybe this is exactly it. And you're right, it is Jay Romanovsky making weight.
A bit unlucky to come off. He's had a really good game. Thought he was one of the 2 players for Thunder in the first half that really did well. So, Adam Piddick making a triple change. Good work by Spiteri. Dib just expected to have more time as Mehmeti finds Avian. See the confidence just rising a little bit for Georges as Mars is. And foul given away there by Lee.
Definitely growing in stature as the game goes on, growing in confidence as well as the game goes on here, the Georgies. Dandy look wobbled here.
Siciliano goes long. Barney wins the header. Cutler. Hot ball at the moment. Mells. Haven't seen a lot of him in the second half, but finds a little space on the right-hand side now. Chance for Dandy Thunder. They get numbers behind the ball. George Cross. Maniek plays it back out wide. Nice little 1-2. Cuts back in. Got to be careful here. Still going Maniek. And offside is called. Very, very similar to last week's games, Katie, as Green Gully piled on the pressure in the second half and Georgie stood tall. This time Thunder piled on the pressure in the first half, and now they've sort of got that lead back, and now it's time to dictate the play as Siciliano goes direct down the line. Good header there from Alessi. Avian wins it back. Alessi, hot ball at the moment. Was it the Ganage over the top? Cutler, last ditch tackle there by Daniel Alessi. And they're really under the pump, Katie.
They are. Alessi, though, that's a confident clearance from him. Smart defender in his own right. And now this is exactly where Georgies want it. They are equally as capable as absorbing pressure for large parts of the time. Defensively, they are quite astute. Long throw comes in.
Out of the way there by Lee. Ishmaeli clears only as far as where it came from. Headed there by Vasiliadis. Good away fans on camera side here. Travelling fans all the way the Dandy Highway is headed back there by Spiteri.
Very healthy attendance here as well. Thunder fans making the trek out here way out west. Good move in the offing here for Georgies. That's really well read there. Coming across, Sevdim Ismaili.
Another long throw here for Georgies. Half an hour left to play. Still plenty of time for either side. And the home side hold on here. Get it into the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away. Avian battling hard, but Spiteri. There'll be another throw here for George Cross. It's been a really good round of football in the Senol NPL Victoria so far, Katie. We've still got Altona Magic and South Melbourne. That's 1-0 to Altona Magic at the half-time break. We've got tomorrow Melbourne City versus Preston Lions at Casey Field, so plenty of games still left to watch on the Senol NPL Victoria live stream.
Got it for you live here on YouTube, so don't miss those. Still plenty of NPL Victoria action around for us. Don't take your eyes off this one, though, ladies and gentlemen. This is on a knife's edge, you'd have to think. Georgie's edging it right now, but Dandy on the break here.
Getting numbers in the ball. Good work there. Zoutsidis running up in the back post. They go long now. They turn their attention to Cutler. Gets through now. Good, solid defensive work there from Daniel Alessi. And the Georgians get a corner out of that one, but that was very touch and go, Katie.
Direct, pacey, aggressive there from Georgies with Daniel Cutler. Fantastic work on the ball still. Battling his defender, battling two defenders. Nearly was able to get free to lay the pass off, a cutback pass. But they're going to have to settle for the corner here. See if they can deliver this one in.
The ball whipped in into the hot spot. Cutler is there. Marzis whips in a low ball. Couldn't beat George Mills, and it's going to be a throw.
It's this repeat pressure. These repeat forays forward, pinning Dandy back here with these set pieces. Crucial for Georgies here.
Ball touch there from Spiteri. James. Dib. They go back to Shiliano. Not sure what happened there with Dib. You couldn't quite see it clashed as we heard the bench. Good flick on there from Marzies. Dib finds Musa Ganic, has Cutler wide. Cutler now. Musa Ganic. Got underneath the Katie.
Not quite nailing the follow-up shot there, Mr. Danajic. Again, as you mentioned as well, Alex, options abound for Eric Vassiliadis off the bench. I wonder if he'll be tempted to look to those pretty soon to try and keep this momentum going, just add a bit of fresh legs, some impetus here. Dandenong make it a pretty difficult on themselves playing from the back here. Organised pressure from Georges, and Titidis does well. Throws off the Thunder shape. They're scrambling to get back here, but this is played on Georges' terms. With that foul from Cutler, forcing the stoppage and allowing Thunder to reassess.
Yeah, I definitely think they bring on maybe Josh Whiteley with a bit of pace to really just put the pressure back on the left and right backs, because they're quite high. You can see now Obani almost playing a left wing type role as Mehmeti driving forward, looks to whip it in, cleared by Zoutsidis. Kim, got his legs mixed up as Cutler now has got 4 to beat, just needs to hold it up. And eventually the whistle blows. Quickly taken, Marzies now, got a bit of space in front of him, 1-on-1, Leo Marzies looks to go to left. Too many red and black shirts around. Vantage called here by the referee. Obani. Mel's. A sense of frustrations from both coachings here. There's Avian. Mehmeti looks to go over the top. Shiliano, we're happy to just take a few precious seconds off. Spiteri. So go over the top, but some tired legs out there. And you're right, Katie, might be a good time to maybe bring on a sub. We can see Whiteley getting instructions from the assistant coach there, so maybe it's time to make that change. Abani to bring it in.
Yeah, smart move as Whiteley prepares to enter the game. Again, you can't take the momentum for granted. You still got to kind of be ready to push it forward as Cutler is in a battle with Alessi here. He does well.
No one there. Just had to pick somebody. James. Lee. Dib. Zoutsidis. Spiteri. Marzies, smart play there. Just let it run. Just wasn't able to keep it in.
Warm conditions here as well, absorbing conditions here as well. It's how you manage the game that's going to be so crucial as well for Georgies. But they have it right where they want it in general play as well as on the scoreboard. They've been the better team of the second half.
Good 1-2, lofts out wide. Whips in the ball, but... And it'll be a substitution here. Josh Whiteley to come on. And coming off is number 18, Luke Lofts.
Substitution George Cross coming off number 18, Luke Lofts. Coming on number 11, Joshua Whiteley.
So Leo Marzi's looking to go up top, and Whiteley might go on the wing there, Katie. Interesting decision there.
It is a little bit. Might be for just this goal kick alone, potentially. On the far side, on the left side, will Josh Whiteley go? Maybe a chance to be a bit more inverted as well. He's looking to keep his side well structured still, so having that presence of mind is going to be equally as important for Whiteley as the attacking output that he can provide. Good movement here.
Little dink over the top. Withers gets there first.
Good control of the area there by the veteran keeper.
It's almost very similar to the first half, Katie. Just switch sides, whereas Thunder now just trying to go long, whereas Georgies are now trying to play that possession-style football as Siciliano goes wide.
So Giuliano launching Georgies back forward.
Lee.
Morton, a very smart footballer, equally as adept across the back four. Looks like he can run by that. Wasting little time in getting involved in this game. Forward has to be the call here for the Thunder.
Mehmeti whips in a good ball. Oh, just a tad too long, but finds Waymark. Cross comes in. Oh, Siciliano had to get there. Here's a corner. So something created out of nothing there for Dandy Thunder as we've got 20 minutes left to go in this game. Interesting to see where Eric Vasiliadis looks to bring on the likes of maybe a Jakub Mustafa, give Daniel Cutler a bit of a rest. He's once again played a pivotal role in the game as the cross comes in into the hot spot, headed away. Sea of players, the leg shot comes in, good save there, Mel's. Solid effort. He got it through a sea of players, and then eventually Siciliano got the save. Good run here from Thunder now. They sort of turn the tide a little bit here. Goes wide to Abani. Good tackle from Spiteri. It's going to be another corner.
Been good this evening, hasn't he, Abani? Been coming in an outlet in attack whenever Dandy gets to move forward, but it's also equally covering ground up and down the flank as well, so it's a big effort from him so far this evening. Just moments off the clock. A precious forward movement not coming to fruition there for Dandy. Siciliano launches it back up.
Just need to take a little bit off that one. As can Thunder come up with something here? Can Georges hold on, or will they get a third? I feel like there's still another goal left in this game. So you'd see it is heading that one out.
Call from Eric Vasiliadis there, and why not? Dandy not great in possession there, forcing themselves all the way back. CS is trying to get Georgies here, I should say, getting back up the line here, getting back up. So crucial to determining where this game is being played.
Oh, he's kicked it backwards there. Cutler now fancies a shot. Oh. He had to. He was on his own. He deserves a goal, Katie. He deserves a goal. He's been pivotal for him over the last 2 weeks.
100%. He's done a lot of tireless work off the ball and on the ball there. Daniel Cutler just took the chance off there, the chance to the strike at first opportunity. He was bending lower too, but just not enough to trouble the net there. Going back the other way is the Thunder. Trying to find answers here, but that's exactly playing into the Georgies' hands.
Tsitsides clears.
Out of there it goes. Michael Tsitsides racing off the line there, sensing the danger. And taking a moment just to send it back.
Mehmeti now, bit of space on the left-hand side. Obani, you can hear Adam Pittick saying too far away, needs to be a little bit more compact as Mal's dropping very deep. Alessi. George is having numbers behind the ball. Mel's now. Maniek. Cut up by Mustafa Gandic. Foul given away. Doesn't really help Thunder if they do that stop-start type of football, Katie, because it falls in George Cross's favour because they can slow things down, take their time.
Plays it exactly where the Georgies wants it, doesn't it? George Miles is trying to get his charges back up the field then, trying to get that play going again, or that movement forward again. Didn't quite turn out as Siciliano is booked.
And Siciliano getting a yellow card for time wasting. I don't think there's too much in that one, but headed way. James sends it forward. Whiteley. Good turn there. Schmaley. Leslie will cut off now. Whiteley now. Can he go the speedster? Cuts on his left now. Little cross on the edge of the box. Marzi's shot is blocked. Referee just getting in the way of James there. Bit unlucky. Look to go over the top now. Good work there from Siciliano. He had to come out, but he had to be first. He couldn't put any foul on. You can hear the crowd saying he's on a yellow. Maker just clears, give him some breathing space. Alessi, Dib can go wide now. Dib just needed to be a little bit softer with his touch there, Katie.
Just too heavy-footed there. Just going to play back for the Thunder here, though. Excellent release. They're going forward here for the Thunder. Counter moving here. Dandy looking to get on the break there. They found that pocket of space down the right flank.
They sort of picked up their pace a little bit now. Had the majority of possession as Jakub Mustafa looks to come on for George Cross as Mehmeti whips in the ball. Maker clears. Good work from Marzi's now, but doesn't have anything in front of him. James just had to go back. Switched it over to the other side, but Whiteley nowhere near it. South Melbourne getting a goal back there in the other game, so that's 1-1 there. Zootsitas. Maybe get the change going now as Jakub Mustafa looks to come on, the former Hume City player. Coming off Leo Marzi's.
Substitution, George Cross coming off number 10, Leo. Coming on number 9. Coming on number 9, Yakub Mustafa.
I do rate that from Leo Marzi, trying to take the long way back across the ground. George Miles having none of it and forcing him back to the short side, trying to get that game back up and going. We're a fan, I think, of the dark arts here. Me and you and myself here, Alex Zivkorovsky.
Well, when you're winning, you do it. When you're losing, you're frustrated, and vice versa. So, look, it's part of the game. If you're on the receiving end, it digs deep. But when you're on the winning side, as Avian, strong tackle there from Spiteri. Cross comes in. Cleared by Whiteley. And I think Spiteri He's going to get a yellow card, so goal scorer. South Melbourne getting another goal there, so they lead 2-1. So I'm not sure who's given a yellow card to Ganich there. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine, Katie.
Sure, that was Spiteri there, caught up in that.
He was the initial one that did give away the foul. The Musa Ganich. I don't know what he's got a yellow for, but either way, play goes on.
Hopefully that gets rectified later on.
Albani. Avian. He's in trouble here, Spiteri, I think. He's going to be given a caution. You've got to remember, only the captain can speak to the referee, and Spiteri. Okay, so he didn't get the yellow before. Okay. I don't know what's going on, Katie. He's given a caution there.
Just need a bit more control over this game, don't we?
I wasn't quite too sure because he first pointed at Spiteri and then he gave it to Musa Ganich, but then he must have rescinded it and now he's given it to. Look, he's given the caution to the referee, which is there, but under 10 minutes to go here. It's going to be a frenetic finish here at City Vista. George is holding on for dear life. It's all been Dandy Thunder in the last 10 minutes. Mel's over the ball. Whips the ball into the back post. Headed away. Not out of trouble yet. James clears it as high as he can. Mel's watches that one go over the line. Quick throw to Albani. Look to go long now at every chance they get. Siciliano clears, but he's got to get back into his box as Whiteley. And he wins the ball back.
And I think the game being played at this pace and at this stop-start nature just falls into Georgie's hands. It just allows them to structure up behind the ball and just enables them to take precious moments off the clock and take that and see off that precious territory. Make him able to send it long here. That he does, and there's some space on the counter if they can take it. Cutler doing a lot of work like he has done all game. Brilliant from the big man, wins a foul. Forward in a tangle there, saw off not one but two markers. And further time taken off the clock, further territory going the way of Georgie's here.
Under 8 minutes left to go in this round 3 Senol NPL Victoria match between George Cross and Dandy Thunder. Plenty of time left to go in this game, but only caution is a couple of yellow cards given to George Cross, in particular Siciliano. So they really need to be on their toes as Whiteley whips in a ball, but straight to Withers. He's got 8 seconds to clear the ball as the referee starts his count. But if he's impeded, obviously it's a different story as James there to mop up. Going to be a tough question, Katie. Who's your 3-2-1 votes?
Oh, to be fair, I think this is very much a team effort. We'll have to take a moment to think about that. Putting me on the spot there, but I have to give one to. You have to give at least one or two to Leo Marzi.
So Jack Morton getting a yellow card there. First one for Dandy Thunder. And again, that stop-start football will please George Cross, Katie, as you mentioned.
A silly foul to give away there by the Thunder. Precious seconds ticking down here on the clock. Brilliant work from Albani there, though, beating Mustadanovic to the punch there.
Oh, big opportunity here. Courtney Perkins. Now, they've got the money, sprayed that one wide. was a big chance, Katie, big chance.
Don't think he'll get a better one than that, Courtney Perkins. And that was some brilliant work from Obani down back to get it going. Well read, especially on the break there by Courtney Perkins. The end product, the execution, failing at a key time, and I think we've said that far too often about the Thunder in this second 45.
Head of the way. There'll be another throw here for George Cross as 5.5 minutes left to go plus stoppage time. How much out of time there will be, we'll yet to see as Maniac, lovely ball down the line, Courtney Perkins. It's going to be a free kick. Another big moment in the game here, a dangerous moment. Just got to be composed here. Can't afford to concede a goal. Cross comes into the hot spot, headed away by James. Good ball into the box, but straight to Siciliano. Spiteri. Mustafa. Oh, copped the Falcon there. He's Avian, hopefully he's okay. That's got a sting. Spiteri. James this evening. Cutler just getting pushed off the ball. Those switches, a lovely ball out wide from Ahmedi. Got to get numbers back now, George Cross. Cross comes in. Maker clears. Out wide to Mustafa. Just bouncing off the shoulder. Avian now gets it under control for Thunder. Bit of space now in the middle of the park. Dropping deep is Maniac. They can go wide again. So just spreading the field here. Thunder. They've got to go forward at each chance they get. High ball looking to go deep. Avian at the back there to clean up. Alessi looks for the back post. Just too long. As looking at the fourth official, he doesn't have the board up. No subs here for George Cross either, which is interesting.
He said that's wasteful once again. They had the territory, they were able to get themselves forward, but they weren't able to do much, if anything, with it. Just banging their heads against that Georgie's brick wall. Nearly 300 minutes of football, and only once has the Georgie's net been breached in season 2026. Quite the feat for a side who's newly promoted. Dandy might want to try and put paid to that. Once again here, can they find something late? Not with moves like that, it must be said.
Happy to take more precious time off the clock as we hit the 89th minute now. Next week, George Cross have an away trip to Dandy City. Well, Dandy Thunder have Avondale at home, so that's going to be a big game. So free kick given away there. Almost hit the 90th minute mark here, Katie, in the Senol National NPL Victoria. We still haven't seen the fourth official put the board up as yet, so might see in the next. Oh, there we go. What's the magic number going to appear now? No, still no number. Everyone closely watching the fourth official. Thunder go forward again, cut off by Spiteri. Look to go down the line to Mustafa. 5 minutes of added time, so still 5 minutes of football left to go here.
To be fair, that's a good call, just with the subs, just some of the stop-start football, and of course the goal from Leo Marzi in the celebration there. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I wonder if that will spark Dandy back into life.
That's 5 minutes of added time.
Cutler now over the top. Oh, they were lining up at the back post. They're not out of trouble as yet. Good work from James. Albani. Spiteri to bring it in for George Cross. Looks to go down a line. Mustafa the target. Albani heads it away, and it's going to be another throw here for George Cross. Precious seconds ticking off the clock. Spiteri again to bring it in for Georgies. And it's going to be a Dandy from the throw. Albani to bring it in. Feel like it's going to be a George Cross throw. Just coming up the back of the head. Still have a couple of minutes left to go here. Some nervous moments here for George Cross fans. Mustafa brings it down, but Musaganic happy to take the deflection. It'll be another throw deep in the left back pocket, Katie, here. They've just got to keep him here for a couple of minutes.
Again, nothing silly, nothing fancy. Just play the game on its merits and play every contest on its merits and away as far as possible from your goal. They've managed this game really, really smartly. Have Georgies. They're disciplined and resolute, and they're showing exactly that. They should see this home from here.
Bit of space on the left-hand side now. Mehmeti switches it to the right-hand side. Whiteley clears. Vasiliadis not able to get there in time. We've played 2 minutes out of the 5. Some tired legs out there from both sides here. Nels to Mehmeti. Looks to go down the line. Albani. Deep cross. And that's ended up at the corner flag.
The quality that Dandy Thunder, the quality that took them to the finals last year, I think is somewhat lacking here. What they have lost over the off-season, they have not quite replaced. And to be fair, losing Yuki Uchida to South Melbourne, a gold medal contender, I think, in his own right. Massive blow that they have not quite been able to recover from or replace. A fair bit of patience from the Thunder fans, I think, needed this season. Looking in a little bit of danger of missing out from what they achieved in 2025 in terms of a finals berth. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but I'm not seeing anything here to change that.
Cuts back in now. Shot comes in. It's gone over the bar. And it'll be a substitution here. Erdenes Yildiz to come on. Coming off is number 23, Ross Vasiliadis.
23, Ross Vasiliadis. Coming on, number 3, Dennis Yildiz.
So 90 seconds left to go here at City Vista. Can George Cross hold on? Dandy Thunder have been putting the pressure on. Just haven't been able to break him down. James. Sent forward. Again, Georgie's just happy to go long, take some more precious time off the clock. Home fans trying to get the whistles going. There's 30 seconds left. Oh, that's probably a bit too long. Barney brings it down. Good control here. Is this the last roll of the dice? Spiteri just got a leg in there. Back to Mehmeti. Whips in a good ball. They're lining up the back post. Oh! It looked good off the boot, Katie, but it's just gone wide.
That looked like a rocket off the boot from Shevdim Ismaili. And that was the chance you'd have to think. Once again, Obani key to the way that Dandy attacked down that flank, open up a little bit more space. Gorgeous cross in by Mercy Mehmeti, the partner in centre back for Ismaili. And that'll do.
And it's a full-time whistle here at City Vista Decker Park. And it's George Cross who make it back-to-back wins and keep their undefeated streak in the top tier of Victorian football still alive. Dandy Thunder, though, you've got to give them some credit. They came out of that first half. They got the early goal, piled on the pressure, but couldn't get a second. But what a win this is for George Cross. What a moment for this side that's just been promoted. Talk us through the moment, Katie.
Undefeated Caroline Springs, George Cross. I did not think I would be saying that at this moment in the season, but what a team this is fast becoming. A tricky, tricky proposition they are turning out to be across the board. They were forced to adapt. They were forced to find a response. They fell behind. The pressure was set on them to find a response and to push the pace right back, and they did that. That second half, they came out far more sharper. They came out far more aggressive, and they took the chances when it mattered most, and that was a big, big difference. Latmaniak with a gorgeous shot to get us underway, set the Dandy Thunder off on the right note, but that was not able to be sustained by the visitors, by Adam Piddick's side, and they'll have to find a response to that of their own as well. But tonight it's all about the Georgies' night, and that's a brilliant line, a brilliant team that they're fast becoming here, Alex.
Well, thank you so much, Katie. The Senol NPL Victoria still continues. South Melbourne versus Tona Magic, and tomorrow Melbourne City versus Preston Lions. On behalf of the team here, myself, Alex Sivkorowski and Katie Lambeski, thank you all for tuning in tonight. It was a fantastic game of football. Plenty of football still left to come. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.